Please help support the channel and purchase PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds at the affiliate link below. Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is the Mundane Matt channel, and you know what they say, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. You know, and that is a very true statement in some respects, especially when it comes to very vindictive and jealous ex-girlfriends. But it's always nice to see that when they are that way, when they get caught, it's always nice to see when they get caught. And that's basically what happened here. A woman, 21 years old, posed as police officers to convince her ex-boyfriend that he was banned from speaking to women and going to the pub, an elaborate 2-year catfish scam. Now, while I definitely feel for the ex-boyfriend here, I just want to know, in what world do we live in where you believe a cop could sit there and tell you that you're not allowed to talk to other women? Now, granted, this happened in the UK. I don't know what they feel over there when it comes to free speech, but here in America, ain't like that at all. But let's find out here. So, a jealous woman who posed as fake police officers to control her ex-boyfriend and even stop him from seeing other women has been jailed. So, yay! At least some justice, right? Lauren Adderly, 21 years old, used sophisticated catfish-style behavior to convince her former partner, Mitchell Lloyd, 22, that he was part of a police investigation, which might have been the way she was able to sustain it for 2 years. If you think you're part of an ongoing investigation, you know, you always hear that in movies too. It's like never, you know, like don't leave town. Well, the thing is, they can't ever stop you from leaving town, so there's that. But yeah, you hear that a lot and you think it's a lawful order. It's not. So this is the boyfriend. This is Lauren Adderly with different hair. She says that she even made the young man believe he was a subject of police curfews, creating email accounts to pose as cops and threaten him with fines if he did not obey the orders. I don't understand. I'm more frustrated at the dude at this point than I am the girl. I mean, I'm glad she's busted, but it's like, how gullible do you have to be to think that someone's going to email you? A cop's going to be like, "Dearest Mitchell, I am Constable Bartley of the something police department. You are hereby prohibited from going out past 10 p.m. British Standard Time." I don't know. You know, I mean, it's just ridiculous. Using fake names that included Darren Clark, Elaine Thomas, and Robert Hay, the young woman jealously told him to end relationships he had started, and even that he was not allowed to speak to specific people, particularly other women. And how did he believe this? Like, was she stalking him for 2 years, and then he would just get a random email from a cop saying, Like, unless he did something really, really, really bad to warrant that kind of fear, I don't think anyone is that gullible. I really don't. Makes me wonder what else this guy has done. I have no proof. I'm speculating out the ass on this one. But, like, you know, when I was a kid, if I did something that I didn't want to get caught for and someone was trying to lord it over my head, they would have something like that to leverage over me. But if someone is just like, "I'm going to turn you in for doing something you didn't even do," I'd be like, "Do it." Like, what? It's not going to matter. So what did this dude do that got him not afraid of this? Right? Like, what's going on? Because that's like the only thing that would make any sense to me why this would last for 2 years. That, or he is just a really gullible young lad. In an elaborate scheme, she also pretended to be her own friends on Facebook to send messages to Lloyd, criticizing him for going out with other girls. So maybe she just was playing the psychological game. She just kept bombarding him with messages from people criticizing him. Sentencing, recorder Peter Rauch QC said, "I do not know what was going through your mind in December 2014, but at the time you decided to deliberately adopt the persona of a police officer to contact Mitchell Lloyd. At that time, he did not want a relationship with you. For 2 years, you controlled Mitchell Lloyd's life to the extent that you told him where he could go and who he could hang out with." I mean, I think many people out there have been in really horrible relationships where that's happened. And everything else. See, the threats even included fines of about £3,000 if he did not obey. The couple had met through mutual friends during a night out, with their brief sexual relationship ending after 2 months. But in a victim impact statement, the young man said he had felt pressured or pressurized and blackmailed for 2 years after their relationship. Yeah, I'm also going to suggest that there probably was a fair amount of embarrassment that kicked in there as well. At one point, Shrewsbury, Love that name, by the way. Shrewsbury Crown Court heard the young woman had never threatened to kill herself with or had even threatened to kill herself with a pair of scissors, later telling him, "No one can ever love you like I love you." Yeah. That's when you know to run, man. You just know to run. Recorder Rauch told her, "These are serious crimes, as he could not live his life properly during the 2 years that you committed these offenses. You did that for your own benefit, whatever they may have been." I'm going to just kind of step on a limb here, or just step up on a thing and say, I'm pretty sure the motivations, her own benefit, they're pretty clear, right? She says here that no one can ever love you like I love you, so therefore no one will ever love you at all. That's her benefit. She can't have him, so no one else will. It's a vindictive mindset. So this, whatever that may have been, I think you're going a little bit too easy. It wasn't until the young man told colleagues at work about the curfews, including one that told he was no longer able to go to a public house he had taken his mother and sister to, that he alerted police. Yeah, if I got a random email from some random cop, I'd be like, let me contact the local police department and actually inquire about this being a thing, because there's some issue there. Genuine officers were able to immediately deduce that the emails were fake and trace them back to Adderly. Yeah, I think anyone with half a brain would be able to do that. Like, I know it comes across as I'm being mean on this kid, but I think it's more of a shock that he is that gullible of a human being in order to get caught up in that kind of scam for a while, is why I'm a little harsh. It's like, bro, dude, come on, man. You're 22. You're 22, man. Like, you got played for 2. How did you do that? How did that happen? How come he didn't tell anyone about the curfews, Pat? Like, it took 2 years to tell a coworker about curfew? Like, someone would have been like, you're telling me no point in 2 years did no one question why he can't go out past 10 p.m.? Like, did no one question about the kind of stuff? Like, no one, at that age, I just, there's something here I'm not buying. I don't know what it is yet. I really think it has something to do with, like, he did something that he was afraid of getting caught for. And that would be the only reason holding him back. Now, you might have a different theory, and I totally want to hear it, but that's what I'm thinking. Paul Smith, defending, added, perhaps the key point in mitigation other than the early plea is her age. She was 18 when the offenses began in 2014. She has no previous convictions and has taken full responsibility for what she did. She still did it for 2 years. It wasn't like a one-time thing. She posed as 3 cops over the course of 2 years. There's a multitude of offenses in there, and her age will have nothing to do with it. This is the equivalent of essentially calling not even really calling 911. It's just she's terrorizing somebody under the guise of being a cop. Jason Corden Bowen, District Crown Prosecutor in Domestic Abuse, led with West Midlands Crown Prosecution Service, said, that's a mouthful, that Lauren Adderly created a complicated fiction of multiple fake profiles interacting with each other to her own satisfaction and reason. She used this sophisticated catfish-style behavior to completely manipulate the victim's life, dictating when he could go out, where he could go, and controlled his social interaction with other people for over 2 years. The impact of her actions had on the victim's life cannot be understated, and I'd like to pay tribute to him for helping him bring Adderly to justice. Sure. No, I agree. This is, look, she's got a pretty face. I can understand, like, maybe you don't want to think about it for a while. She's a cute girl. You don't think someone that cute could be that venomous. I think we all know this load of crap, though. They can be totally, as evidenced here. So you look at this girl, and you have to probably ask yourself, what would be the proper punishment for Lauren? I don't know. I don't know if there's a direct, a charge for terrorizing someone's life. Definitely, posing as police officers. That's definitely going to be a problem. And she definitely deserves a little bit of time in the psych ward. Clearly, this is a girl who got attached over a 2-month sexual relationship and then turned it into terrorizing a dude for 2 years. But at the same time, I just can't stop myself from asking the question, why did this dude let it happen for 2 years? What were those emails? What did those emails say? What did she threaten him with the investigation of? What were said there? That's gonna allow me, as just a person commenting on this, and as maybe just a standard person reading up on this kind of stuff, to look at what's being said and go, okay, I get it. Like, I get why he did it. But it just basically seems like either this dude is gullible or dumb or whatever, because he never questioned it over 2 years. And it just kept happening, and he was just like, oh man, I'm in this really bad situation here. Something must have been said in there that put the fear of Jesus in this dude to the point of where he did what these emails said for 2 whole years. And I really hope one day we're able to know what the hell those things are. Well, gang, that wraps up this video. Be sure to leave your thoughts below in the comments, as I love to read them. Also, if you guys want to support the channel, links below in the video description. We have Patreon, PayPal, Amazon affiliate in the beginning of the video, as well as Bitcoin now. During the apocalypse, anything helps. I greatly appreciate it.